You do not lose your peace because life is too difficult. You lose your peace because you are trying to control the wrong things. Have you ever noticed? On the same day, in the same circumstances, some remain composed, while others fall into total chaos. It is not because they are stronger. It is not because they are luckier. It is because they view life through a different mental framework. A framework that has existed for over 2,000 years. It is not loud. It does not promise instant happiness. But it is deep enough to keep a human standing firm when everything collapses. Before we speak of discipline, reason, or inner strength, Stoicism begins with something very difficult to swallow. It is not about self-control. It is not about changing your thoughts. It is cease resisting reality. If you bypass this step, every philosophy that follows becomes merely a way to suppress your emotions. Peace begins the moment you stop arguing with reality. Observe this every time you are frustrated. There is a silent whisper in your mind. It shouldn't be like this. You argue with the weather, other people, the past, the circumstances. But reality never answers you. This quote does not tell you to like reality. It simply tells you to stop exhausting yourself with an argument you are destined to lose. Peace does not come when life changes. Peace comes when you stop fighting what has already happened. Inner peace is not found in silence, but in acceptance. Many think I just need quiet to find peace. They turn off their phones. They go far away. They hide from the world. But when they sit down, the mind remains loud, because the problem was never the external noise. It was the lack of internal acceptance. You can live in the midst of noise and remain calm if you stop saying, "Why is this happening to me?" Acceptance does not make you weak. It prevents reality from dragging you behind it. When you stop needing things to be different, life softens its grip on you. Life is not choking you. Your expectations are. You need others to understand everything to go your way, effort to be rewarded instantly. And when life does not comply, you tense up. This does not mean desire nothing. It means do not set conditions for your peace. When you stop needing everything to be different, life no longer grips you as tightly. Not because life is gentler, but because you are lighter. The soul grows quiet when it stops demanding fairness from the world. This is the most uncomfortable truth for many, because everyone wants to believe if I live well, life must be fair to me. But Stoicism says it bluntly, the world makes no such promise. Others may strive less but receive more, or behave worse but remain fortunate. If your soul constantly demands fairness, it will never be at rest. Stillness arrives when you shift from the question, "Why is this unfair to me too?" In this situation, how do I choose to live? Application exercise. Group 1. In the next 7 days, whenever you feel frustrated, Take these 3 steps. Pause for 10 seconds. 2. Ask yourself silently, am I suffering because of this event, or because I want it to be different? Change nothing, merely recognize it. Do not try to be positive. Do not comfort yourself. Simply see clearly, what am I resisting? Once you stop arguing with reality, another question arises. If it is not the event making me suffer, then who is? Stoicism answers directly. It is your judgment. You suffer more from the stories you tell yourself than from events themselves. The same event occurs. 2 people react completely differently. One says, it's a minor thing. The other says, this is the end. The event is just an event. But the story in your head is what decides your level of pain. You are not hurt by the words of others. You are hurt by the story you tell afterward. They look down on me. I'm not good enough. It's always me. Stoicism doesn't tell you to stop thinking. It teaches you to stop believing every thought. Do not seek a calmer world, seek a steadier soul. Many wait for work to be more stable, for people to be kinder, for things to be quieter, before they allow themselves peace. But the world has no obligation to soften. Don't demand the world change for you. Forge a steadier soul, not a callous one, but one that does not collapse with every minor tremor. Nothing outside you can disturb you without your permission. This is often misunderstood. It does not mean you are not allowed to feel sad or pained. It means no emotion is allowed to drive your life unless you hand over the steering wheel. Others may disappoint or hurt you, but how you react and how long you let it linger is your prerogative. That is not denying emotion. It is mastering it. What disturbs you is never the event, but your judgment of it. This is the pillar of all Stoicism. An event in itself is neutral. It simply happens. You are the one who attaches the labels good, bad, success/failure, gain, loss. When you understand this, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You become responsible for your reaction. It is not easy, but it is true freedom. Application exercise. Group 2. Whenever something angers you, do this. Write down the pure event, no emotions, no inferences. 2. Write down the story in your head, don't edit, be honest. 3. Write an alternative view, more neutral, slower. You don't need to be positive. You just need to be fair to the truth. Once you have stopped arguing with reality and identified your judgments, a new problem appears. Thoughts keep coming. What do I do with them? Stoicism does not ask you to clear your mind. They know that is impossible. They only ask you to manage what is allowed to stay. The mind becomes what it repeatedly attends to. You do not become a person because of a fleeting thought. You become a person because of the thoughts you return to every day. If you dwell daily on comparison, resentment, or lack, you erode yourself, even if life does nothing to you. The mind is like a garden. It's not what grows once. It's what is watered consistently. What you water, you reap. Your thoughts are guests. Choose which ones may stay. That thoughts arrive is natural. That they stay is a choice. Not every guest needs to be invited in. Some thoughts only need to be seen, acknowledged, and allowed to pass. Stoicism doesn't ask you to chase thoughts away. It teaches you not to set the table for them. A disciplined mind rests even in the midst of noise. Inner discipline is not living in silence. It is not bringing the noise inside. You can live in a city, work under pressure, and be surrounded by information. But if you set boundaries for your mind, it still knows how to rest. Live as if each thought were shaping the man you become. Every thought you nourish is a brick. No one sees it immediately, but the inner house is built from it. Stoicism does not force perfection. It only reminds you. Be responsible for what you repeat in your head. Application exercise. Group 3. Every night before bed, write down the 3 most frequent thoughts from your day. 2. For each, ask, if I keep this thought for a year, what kind of person will I become? 3. Choose one thought you decide not to nourish further. You don't need to erase it, just stop watering it. Once you have accepted reality, clarified your judgments, and forged inner discipline, a practical question emerges: what should I do and what should I let go? Stoicism answers with a principle so simple, it is almost hard to believe. Focus only on what is within your reach. Control what depends on you, and you will never be ruled by chaos. Chaos does not arise because life is busy. It arises because you attempt to control things that do not belong to you. You cannot control others' thoughts, the past, or final outcomes. But you can always control your effort, your attitude, and your reaction. When energy is placed where it belongs, chaos loses its power over you. Do less complaining, and you will discover how light life can feel. Complaining often disguises itself as venting stress. In truth, it solves nothing. It only prolongs the heaviness. Every time you complain, you invest energy into things outside your control. Stoicism does not tell you to suffer in silence. It tells you to choose action over repetitive lamentation. When you cease complaining, life truly feels lighter. You do not need to control the future to be at peace in the present. Anxiety rarely comes from the present. It comes from scenarios that haven't happened and assumptions that aren't real. You try to control the future by overthinking everything. But remember, peace lies not in predicting everything correctly, but in doing well what is before you and accepting the rest. The present is difficult enough. do not invite the future to weigh it down further. Application exercise. Group 4 when facing a stressful problem. Create 2 columns within my control and outside my control. 2. Cross out the second column entirely. 3. Choose the smallest action from the first column and do it immediately. No overthinking, no complaining, just action within your domain. Life will eventually test you in a quiet way, not through major crises, but through things that do not change immediately. This is when Stoicism asks, can you maintain your dignity when there are no fast results? Calm is strength trained by reason. We often mistake strength for loud reactions or dominance. Real strength is the ability to remain calm when you have every reason to explode. Composure is not innate. It is the result of reasoned practice and many instances of choosing not to react immediately. Calmness does not make you weak. It makes you impossible to manipulate. Every moment you endure with dignity trains your inner freedom. There are times you cannot leave, cannot resist, and cannot change the situation immediately. Stoicism asks, how will you endure it? With resentment and bitterness, or with dignity? Every time you refuse to let circumstances pull you below your values, you are forging inner freedom. No one sees it, but you know. Patience is the art of trusting time without resisting it. Patience is not sitting idly. It is doing your part and refusing to fight against time. Exhaustion comes from asking, why hasn't it arrived yet? Some things only arrive when you stop pushing. Trusting time is not passive. It is a way to preserve your energy from things that cannot be rushed. Application exercise. Group 5 next week. Pick one thing that is slow to yield results or makes you impatient. Practice 3 things. Do not complain about it. 2. Do not blame anyone. Do your part steadily and properly. Tell yourself, I am training my strength. This is a silent strength, but it is unshakable. After acceptance, judgment, discipline, control, and patience, Stoicism leads you back within, to a place that requires no praise, no recognition, and no understanding from the world. Withdraw into yourself, and you will find a refuge no storm can reach. When the world is chaotic, the instinct is to find someone to talk to, a place to hide, or something to cling to. But the sturdiest refuge is the ability to sit still with yourself without needing to run. This is not isolation. It is knowing that regardless of what happens, you have a place to return to that no one can violate. This is the ultimate freedom. Release the need to be understood, and peace will understand you. Much of life's fatigue comes from wanting to be understood, recognized, or validated. But no one is obligated to understand you. The more you explain, the more dependent you become. Do not place your peace in the hands of others. When you stop needing to be understood, you become lighter, freer, and peace arrives on its own. Application exercise. Group 6, spend 5 minutes daily in total solitude. No phone, no music, no notes. Ask yourself, if no one understood me at all, would I still live true to my values? Stay with that question. By doing this, you build a sanctuary that no storm can touch. Stoicism does not give you anything new. It takes away the unnecessary. It takes away resistance to reality, the stories that hurt you, the need for validation, and the obsession with control. What remains is a mind that no longer strains. You don't need to remember every quote. Just remember one and try to live by it for a single day. Ask yourself, today, can I react a little slower? That is enough. If you feel overwhelmed by thoughts or emotions, remember you don't need to run anywhere. You only need to return within. Peace is not a destination. It is where you stop abandoning yourself. Thank you for staying with this slow content in a hurried world. Until we meet again, when you are ready to return to yourself.